Hello guys, today I'm going to do a new Microstakes sit and go video. The last video was a huge success with thousands of views, so I will do a new one. And as I told you in the last video, I played professionally for about 7 years, and these sit and go games that I'm going to show you was the games that I started out with when I started playing. It's a good way to learn the game, and also one of the easiest formats to beat. So here I'm going to show my basic strategy. I had some troubles when I started the recorder, so we missed some hands in the beginning. I have basically done nothing in this sit and go. I've just been folding some poor hands and playing really tight. And when we start this recording, now we're playing the end game, so it's like 4 people left and one guy is almost out. If we are lucky here, he is out this hand, but he seems to survive this one. So now we're playing with four guys left, and we have basically done nothing, so we reached this stage really easy. This I will take a cheap flop here. If we push, he will probably call, and we have to gamble here with 4 left, so I take the flop really cheap, and if we hit it, we will go all in for sure, like check raising all in when he bluffs it. But we have to give this one away and get the better spot. You could of course call push before the flop, last hand also, but when he's so short as well, I prefer to take that flop really cheap and see if we hit something, and then we can get it in really good and double up. In this type of games, you should play really tight in the early levels. There are many reasons for that. One is that the opponents rarely fold. They just like to play and then get it in. So playing tight and just playing the good hands early on is like the way to go. But also, you don't have any information about your opponents during the early stages. You basically know nothing about them. So it's better to like starting out really tight, and then making the plays later during the tournament when you have a better chip stack. And now, one important thing to think about here is that this guy who can fold when you push, like this guy, he won't call with any 2 cards, but these guys with like 4 or 6k, they will easily call my shove. So if I can choose, I will rather push here against this guy, even with a slightly poorer hand. So I will rather push this guy than these ones. So, and now we are a bit unlucky maybe to meet some fun hand here, but yeah, that's how the game goes. Let's see what they have. Oh, this is this is interesting. Now I could actually like but we have to call it. Like we will never win this otherwise, but it was an interesting spot. And here we win a nice pot. Here we win a really nice pot, triple up. They called really light, and that is a really poor overcall with the 7s there. Really poor call. Instead of just letting us gamble here and taking us out, he makes a really poor play. Yeah. And there he made another really poor play with shoving with the 7-9 there. It's just really poor. But that's good. That's why we play these games. That's why we win money. And here, let's make a small raise. We don't want to do super big races to commit ourselves, but no, like against these players we maybe commit anyway because they have so short chip stacks. But this is a tough one. This is poor players, but actually fold. No. That was a poor fold. I just misjudged how poor these players are. And as we can see here, it's only 16 hands, but it played VP 75%. So if we had had a bigger sample and know that this guy was so low as it was, we would of course be calling. But you can't be right every time. And I want to base my decisions with more information, which I didn't have in that spot. Now we're biding our time a bit here. See what this guy is. He has to do something really soon. And usually I play higher stakes, but I was a bit surprised how poor they played here. But that's the purpose of these videos. I'm going to play these low stakes games and teach you how to beat them, so you can earn some easy bucks and also learn how to play the game. As I said earlier in the videos, sit and go games is a good way to start learning to play poker, and then you can adapt. Start learning multi-table tournaments and bigger games after you have started to win steadily on these ones. And in a cash game, it will be tempting to raise these types of hands when you have the position on the button. But in these types of games, you should play really tight and don't splash around and preserve your chips. So just don't. Here's just a weird spot, and we'll get trouble, and someone can have a 5 and we're dead. So just let this one go. Let's make a small raise here. We've been playing really tight, and we have to do something with this hand. If we were lost to act, we have to call, but with 2 players also behind, it's getting not so good here. So and let's make a small raise here and put some pressure. We have a good hand, and we might get them to fall if we raise. So and let's slow play this hand and see what he does on the river. Yeah, and that was an easy double up. And also, please leave comments if you have any questions around my play or how to play these games or anything related to poker, just leave a comment on YouTube. I will answer all comments, and I highly appreciate when you comment and discuss the games. That's why I do them. So, and also I will leave a link to my email list. So please subscribe if you want information when I release new videos, or just sharing some extra tips for how to be a good poker player. And now we actually reached the end game here as well. We have been playing really tight here as well, and now we are really close to the money in both tournaments actually. Now we are in the money in both tournaments. So now the game will be slightly different. No one will be afraid to bust anymore, because everyone will win some money. And here we got really good odds, so let's take a flop and see what happens here. Let's raise here. We have like a gut shot, open-ended straight draw, and we also have overcards like the jack will probably be a really good card for us. They are so loose, so I don't want to push here. Let's hope for a free card here, if we are lucky. And we get it really cheap, so yeah, thanks. But we didn't hit it this time. Here we can both call and raise. Let's go for the raise. I will rarely bluff these players because they are I rarely bluff these players because they call every time. And here it's a really close spot. We are probably about 50-50. He's maybe have a 7. He might have a higher draw. But I think I'm in the long run I can outplay these players so much, so I rather fold there because they are so poor. If I know that these players were good, I would gladly call there because then I don't have so much edge. But when they're so poor, I go for the fold there. And that's only because I think I can outplay them here in the long run with this type of stacks and this type of blinds. I will most often get it in pretty good. So. And if he do has a higher flush draw, which he often will push with there, so then I'm really not drawing good. So, and here pocket eights, standard shove when he limps. I don't want to give him free cards, and so I'm just shoving it. And the best thing that could happen for us here now is when the other two players are like getting it all in against each other and gambling each other, so we can be secured about the second spot. He raised us last time, so I give him this one. If we would have, I usually want to start limping some from the small blind to see if he let us get the flop for free or not. And now we will, I think I will check raise this one. I would have check raised if he would have called the flop, but now we will try to bluff some here. If he has something, he will probably call. So. And these players are playing really poor, just limping and giving us free flops here, and we really appreciate that. This is really tight, but I will fold here because he's usually checking when he's not having anything. So now let's try to see a free flop again. Now we hopefully bet. Is getting it in really good, doubling up there, and here just I don't want to make a raise and take a flop here. I just want to have the money in the pot, or if they call with ace 10, ace jack, ace crap. So I rather just push like the ace king and not giving them incentives to take the flop. Weird, but against two players I can't continue there. We hit the bottom pair, take a stab at it. Works out that time. Just check here and try to get a free straight. And now we will take a flop here because he raises basically every time. So there's you could go for like check call here, but there's so many draws. So I prefer to make a raise here, and hopefully we'll go all in. Because there's so many draws out there, and that could kill the action as well. And now we really hope this guy has something, but otherwise he should really not bet and bluff this guy out. That is really poor. Just bet me out here. We can take him out, but yeah. You can go for a smaller raise, but with queens they often show up with a king or ace on the flop, and then you have about no chips left. So go for either way there. Okay, interesting with the call there. I will try to make a bet here and get the rest in on the river. I won't gamble for the stacks here. Oh, that was really unfortunate. Not much to do there with like trip kings. But we ended in third place and went out with a really strong hand, so not much to do there. And now we're finally playing heads up here. So we went out in third place here with trips, and now we're playing heads up on the other table. And we make a new try to call here and see if we can take a cheap flop. But he wouldn't allow us that. And here we see the flop and see what happens. He do this like every time, so really poor flop. If we would hit anything, we would have like check raised all in. That was a good call, but pretty common. Here we ends up. We take the second place, but as it's 3 money spots in each tournament, so we got paid in both. So thank you for watching, guys. It was really fun, and please leave comments. Let me know what you want to know and see in the next video.